Hello everyone, I wanted to get back onto a take two video on this RGBLink mini ISO video mixer switcher. So I have it all laid out here. Now you guys can see that I have inputs plugged in on everything. You can see that I have several different inputs on various different items. We'll talk a little bit about what I have plugged in where here in a minute. We have on our overhead shot is a GoPro Hero 5. We have an Osbot Tiny 2, which is up in the front here. We will take that here, and that's actually coming in through USB-C, and it actually also has some awesome auto tracking features. You can see it following us around. So I also have a Sony NX100. That is this shot here that you can see. It's kind of getting a profile shot. I don't have anything plugged into B and C right now, but we'll deal with that at another time, possibly in another video. But I have tested this unit with SDI and it works out fantastic. We have another PTZ camera shot that's right here in front of me. This is a Focumo camera. It can handle NDI, but right now it's coming in on HDMI 3. I'll go back to 4 is coming in as a loop through for the multi-view, so you can see a little bit about what's going on and how everything's going. So let me talk a little bit about some of the other items here. I'm going to go to the overhead shot again, and you can kind of see what's going on with a little bit about everything around here. I have my Focumo PTZ camera coming directly in here on the Ethernet cable. I was having a little bit of an issue with its PTZ response. It comes and goes. I did realize that the best way to do this is to plug everything in first and then power the switcher on. And that way everything kind of seems to work. I was having issues with some of my UVC devices, which I'll get into next. So next, yes, the UVC is plugged in here with an adapter. You can see I have it coming into a splitter, and I have a couple things going on here. And all three are working. The first over here is the receiver for these wireless microphones that you can get. They're a pretty off-brand, pretty inexpensive, and I got them literally just to test this feature because I saw it done elsewhere and I wanted to make sure it was something that was capable of being done. So this is the receiver. That is one of two microphones. The other one is actually one that I am wearing right here, and they all come into this charging case, which is just something that docks, and the receiver pulls power from the adapter that it's on there. Next is another cable, USB-C, that's following this around to my camera that is my following little Osbot PTZ camera. It's a really great camera. I got it as a webcam to do a lot of interactive work with, but I pulled it in this use case so you can actually see a USB camera working on this device. It's fantastic. And then next down the line is a hard drive that is actually actively recording what you're watching right now. And it's fantastic. It's working like a charm. My light over here is blinking, letting me know that it's recording. My menu display over here is indeed telling me I'm recording. I'm a few minutes into my recording. And yes, we'll dive right into this. Next is my program out that is looping out to another device so that I can feed back a clean multi-view feed as well. And that would be this camera 4, input 4 shot that you can see. You can see my program preview going in up there, and it's just looping back out and seeing what's coming in. So I will come back to my overhead shot. This is the more interesting shot. Obviously, again, I have nothing plugged in over here on the SDI lines. If we come into the back, you'll see that I have on the back the power cable obviously is plugged in. I have my cable for input 1 that is coming out and around to the camera over here, which is facing me. It's a Sony Eps02. I use this as a field camera quite a lot. The next input is input number 2, which you're looking through right now. That's coming out and around and going up to the GoPro that I have overhead. Next camera out is number 3. That's coming out from my Focomo PTZ camera that is up top. We'll see if I can actually get some motion out of it. There's number 3 there, and you can see that I do actually have PTZ control. If I jump into maybe up and down, left and right, you can see I can zoom in, I can zoom out. And maybe that's maybe the issue I was having is it needs to be in the program screen when I'm running it. But if I come back to overhead and put that in preview, I no longer have control, so I don't know what's exactly going on. Let's show this over here. See, I don't have control left and right unless it seemingly is in my program, which again, now it looks like I lost control of my PTZ control for that. So I gotta figure out exactly what the workaround is for that. But it is a feature that I do like on this RGBLink Mini ISO, specifically because there have been a lot of cases where I would like to have a single camera PTZ coming in and being able to tweak it from the device itself and not a external controller. So come back out here, you can see what's going on. I will go back to our overhead shot and we'll continue onwards with what's going on. Over on my third input, or my fourth input, I'm sorry, is coming out from my other device that is looping back the multi-view feed, and then the fifth cable over here that you see coming out is coming from a program sending out feed. So you can see when I go to my camera 4, you can see that I have a program and a preview feed from this multi-view coming out to that device. So it's really copacetic. It's really great. I like it that it works that way. Getting down to some of the things, audio was a bit of an issue initially, getting all these mics to work. Again, it seems like I had to plug everything in first, then power cycle the physical unit itself, and then it actually ended up working. So it's definitely something I would consider looking into. To date, I've used this on a couple remote productions, and strictly for recording, I haven't hooked up any streaming capabilities to it yet. A lot of my workflows are not based on having a stream component to it. I am a multi-source production workflow more than I am actually doing anything with a lot of live streaming. Live streaming kind of got my foot in the door with live streaming because of COVID, and then after COVID kind of relaxed, a lot of the clientele for the streaming relaxed a little bit, and I just maintained the workflow and the ethic of what I originally was doing a lot of, and that was studio productions, local, remote, multi-camera, full package production work. And the streaming devices like this, RGBLink Mini ISO, and others out there on the market were able to bring that whole studio environment out and on the road because of how small it is. So it's definitely something to look into and check it out.